Ladies and gents, welcome back to the Coffee and KO show presented by the MMA Stooges. And holy shit, what a goddamn card. Everything. Not one moment in this card wasn't boring. I still currently am so hyped up from this card. I'm like almost at a loss for words. Like, listen, as cheap as it comes, I rarely ever say that was worth the money. That was worth every single penny. It was just absolutely phenomenal. Not one boring fight. And all I have, like, there's just so many things to talk about. This show could go on forever. I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm going to apologize now for anything that's said that might offend people. Aaron is not here. We could go off the rails.
Oh, my God.
What's going to happen? Aaron's the one that keeps us all in line. He's actually at the event or was at the event.
Bruh, he got his money's worth. Holy shit, he got his money's worth.
I talk shit about this card and Chris Weidman, and this card just, it was, I mean, let's just, the fans, just start with that. Like, I wasn't even there, but I could just feel the energy. Like, you didn't realize how much the fans meant in this time off, this year without fans. Oh my God, what a difference. Like, it was just absolutely an incredible atmosphere. I was just hyped up from beginning to end. I don't know what to say. I don't even know where to start. It was just
me either.
Insane.
I'll tell you this. I bought the fight on my phone, right? Through my ESPN account. And then ESPN, for whatever reason, wasn't like allowing me to transfer it to my TV or like to my PlayStation, right? Even though it was on the same account. So I had to buy the fight twice.
Oh, it was worth it.
This shit was worth me buying it twice.
I don't know what that is. That $150?
Yeah, $150 on MMA tonight. And guess what? I got I'm going to call and get a refund tomorrow on one of them. But I literally got every cent worth of that. That was insane, bro.
And the prelims set the tone, dude. The first fight, that crowd, when they were walking out to the octagon, was electric. Like, I almost had goosebumps. Like, it was just absolutely incredible. Like I said, we did not realize what we were missing without fans. I don't care that they were booing people. I don't care.
They were canceled, but
it made the fighters fight a whole different fight too. And like they were going for it all the entire time. There was not one boring moment in any fight. Even the fights that weren't great were just with the fans there. We're still exhilarating.
Bruh.
Oh my God.
They booed action one time, and it resulted in the fighter swinging for death right after. Like,
yes,
they booed the what was it? What fight was it? It was the Dwight Grant fight.
Oh, Dwight Grant.
It was the Dwight Grant fight. They booed it, and then they literally just started swinging like crazy. I was like, this is why you need fans. You know, when stuff gets stale, you can just start fucking going crazy. But tonight was just insane from top to bottom. I just remember I saw one of the early prelims fights ended in a huge left hook knockout. And the crowd sounded like it was a main event. Yeah. I was like, holy shit. Like, I don't know if they had everyone in there early, but like this card, I mean, I became an MMA fan back at UFC 268 whenever Anderson Silva snapped his leg in half, and that card was absolutely insane. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's it called? 168. Yeah, 168. Okay. Yeah, UFC 168, whenever Anderson Silva snapped his leg in half. Good God. What happened tonight too. But this was literally this fight tonight is going to birth so many new MMA fans. Like, just absolutely insane from top to bottom.
Everyone was watching it tonight. I see I'm in KC, so I see Patrick Mahomes is tweeting about it. Yep. Tom Brady's there. Tim Tebow was there. Who else was there? There was Jake Paul, Machine Gun Kelly. DC got into it. Yeah, good debuts tonight from Melina Sabatini.
Shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. And also, speaking of fans, Kamaru Usman gained fans tonight.
100%.
He gained fans tonight because
100%.
he has people still. And listen, I'm a Colby fan. Colby has a lot to worry about. There is officially no
Colby's
one
getting
touching.
fucking stretched.
There is no one that is going to compete with Usman at this point.
You got dropped by Usman.
He just fought the best boxer in that division, the best boxer, and he just that was just and I had text you guys in the group chat like, if Usman keeps fighting like this, it's not gonna end well with him, because we're thinking that Masvidal is gonna have the chance, and then literally right after I send that text, boom, done. And we have not seen Masvidal get stretched like that. I don't know ever. And Masvidal, this is going to be the time. This is going to be the time.
Fucking baptized tonight, bro.
This is when I said it before. Masvidal is going to start having a Woodley-esque downfall. This is going to be it right here.
Dude, I said before this fight to a couple of my friends, I said GSP was great, but I think right now Usman probably has a case for being one of the best welterweights of all time. Or not one, but like the best welterweight of all time. After seeing that tonight, that version of Usman, no matter what version of GSP there is. And I'm not saying GSP is not great because he's defended his belt longer, He has like freaking 10 title defenses or whatever. That version of Usman is the greatest welterweight that has ever stepped in the UFC octagon. That shit was incredible. I mean, let's just get into it. I mean, so this was a rematch, and Usman and Usman and Masvidal were both talking very, very like bitter at each other, and one side was saying, well, I actually have a full fight camp to prepare. And Usman's like, well, now I'll have a full fight camp to prepare for you as well. And you saw it, man. The improvement that he's made, the improvement that he's made under Trevor Whitman isn't like, and I know Henry Hooft, whenever he was fighting Gilbert Burns, was like, yeah, he's going to come back to me eventually. I still believe that. Fuck no, he ain't. He ain't going back.
Yeah,
Why the fuck would he go back? He's never going back there. He is incredible right now. Like, just incredible. Like, I honestly, undisputed welterweight GOAT. That's how I feel about it right now. That right there was the greatest welterweight that has ever stepped foot in the octagon.
And he's fresh too.
He's fresh.
Turn around and do another one. Like, keep it going.
He's topped 2 people at the top of this division quickly and easily with his hands. And he is a wrestler. Like, that's not his, and it's not like these other wrestlers like Woodley that it's just like, oh, I'm gonna bomb you with an overhand right. No, Usman just fucking found shots. He was countering Masvidal. Masvidal was like you can kind of tell Masvidal threw a hard right that Usman ducked under and then countered with his own right and barely missed Masvidal. And he was like, the fuck is going on right now?
Masvidal got up. He, from the only takedown in the fight, he got up from it. Yeah. And that was the only takedown. And then after that point, it was just a striking fest. And Usman slept.
I'll say this too.
Masvidal.
If you go back and watch that fight in the first round, Usman hurt him. Usman hurt him in that first round. Yeah. If you go back and see it, whenever they get up, Usman hits a boom, straight short right. It rocked Masvidal. He wears shots, freaking amazing. But the fact that how about MMA this year? 2 of the most rock-jawed fighters that you would never think will get slept cold got slept cold. Conor McGregor and Jorge Masvidal have both been out cold this year.
Well, and we saw Zhang Wei Li take crazy punishment against Joanna, and she got slept.
That shit's insane.
We'll get to that, but I actually wanted to say what to speak on Nico's point before he actually commented. I was going to say this. Yeah. The only thing, if you were going to pick anything that Usman did wrong, he did overstretch some of his punches at times where that could have put him in some danger, but I think his chin is as good as anyone in the division, and there is no one, even Wonder Boy at this point, based on what I just saw, Usman's power is at middleweight or light heavyweight power. Like, his power is that great. If he touches Wonder Boy one time,
you'll be out.
It's going to be done. And at this point, same thing with Colby. Colby has a little bit better of a chin.
Colby is getting blasted.
Colby is going to get killed.
Colby is getting blasted in that fight, man.
I love Colby.
I know a lot of people are hyped up for that fight because the first one was close. I don't think they realize this dude was already a champion and capable of beating you. And now he is taking his striking game to a completely different level.
Yeah,
that fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That fight's extremely easy for Usman, and I don't like making like predictions that are like matter of fact. I still think Wonder Boy still provides some issues because the thing is, whenever you see that type of performance, Usman, it's just like, okay, he's incredible with his hands now, but that can build some confidence that you get a little too overconfident in your striking ability. You think you can stand with anyone or knock anyone out. I don't think standing and trying to box with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson for 5 rounds is really what he should be like. Well, I think he should mix it up.
Wonderboy would play it out so much. He would try to take it for 5 rounds by any means possible.
Exactly.
I mean, Colby, I think they would both go for it. And if he finishes Colby, then it's so undeniable.
That's the problem is Colby's going to go for it. And at this point, Usman's power is the best in the division. There's no one even close. There is no one even close to him as far as power. He's the strongest dude in the division. He's got the best power, and he's just learned how to box.
What is Trevor
He's just learned how to box.
It's
crazy.
Trevor Whitman knows how to box, and he knows distance and footwork for MMA. He had 2 fighters tonight, and they had 2 of the most spectacular performances I have ever seen. I mean, holy shit. Usman's just on a completely different level right now. I know they're showing Colby trying to hype up that fight. To be completely honest with you, I don't think he's more deserving than other.
Right?
Yeah, I know he was like, oh, you're not going to do that to me. Like, no, Colby, you're getting stretched. You're getting stretched, bro. You're getting stretched. You're not going to take Usman down. And that's your one path to victory now. That's your one path to victory.
Did they bring him into the octagon after for anything? Colby, I didn't see it. I figured they might have, but
yeah. What is he gonna do? Piss off Francis Ngannou's big ass?
Just say something.
Hell no. Those 2 are the most dangerous men in the room. Because all these fans were booing and shit. I'm like, throw some shit at him. I want you to try it. Throw some shit at him. Because then whenever Francis Ngannou goes into the stands, everyone's gonna be shitting themselves.
He hopped over the cage, and I see fucking Cuba Gooding Jr.
He's out of jail?
The worst crowd ever. Not even close, bro. Now, bro, I love the fact that there was a crowd because it was cancer. But like, just when I saw Cuba Gooding Jr., I was like, no way this night can get fucking crazier, bro. No way this night.
I didn't know he was out of jail yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit.
He was there.
He got released.
Tom
just
Brady
for the
was
card.
there.
He's going back.
Hey, I'm telling you what though, great, fucking phenomenal card though. Phenomenal. Like all 3 title fights ended in knockouts in the first or second round. No fight on the main card got past the second round. How crazy is that?
It's amazing.
And all just spectacular knockouts too. Not anything to shake your head at. We actually got this question 2 times, so we'll answer it. Khabib versus Usman versus the 2 title match. Who wins?
They never fight each other.
I don't think it would ever happen.
Yeah.
I think Usman's just much bigger and stronger.
Usman's really big. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, Usman's really big, really strong. Khabib, though, like grappling wise, is like on another level as far as like his submission game. I don't know. That's a weird fight. I
don't think it would ever happen. It would
never happen. Of course, it would never happen. They're like best of friends, apparently. But I mean, even Khabib said that, bro. Also, can we talk about how good Khabib's predictions are? He's always on point. He literally said, he said after he retired that Usman is the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. Is anyone arguing that right now?
No.
I'm a John Jones fan. Usman is the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world right now. I'm a John Jones diehard. He is the best fighter in the world right now.
I hope that Usman stays active. I think it's only to his benefit. He took no damage in this fight. He took less damage this fight than he did against Burns, and he turned it around pretty quick. I would love to see him fight again. I hope the Colby fight gets booked quick. That'd be great.
June.
When he got on the mic and said, Jacksonville, y'all wanted violence. You're welcome.
Mic drop.
Fucking busted. I'm not gonna lie. I oh my God. Are you kidding me? Just after all the shit that Masvidal talked all week long, I'm gonna give you violence. Violence is what you're gonna get. I really want to put hands on this individual. And you're gonna fight me during a full training camp and not be unconscious. I was like, shit, well, he did get a full training camp and someone did end up unconscious. But Jesus Christ, I mean,
Snoozman put a whole nother name to Snoozman.
It's a completely different. It's a completely different thing now. It's a completely different thing. I can't wait for a Colby Covington matchup now. I really can't.
Wait.
Yeah, I can't wait. Colby, please give it to Colby now. I love it.
I was always an Usman fan, but I've always liked Colby too because I think his cardio is just ridiculous, and that's something that I always like marveled at.
It's volume. It's just nothing but volume, and that shit. The only person that was able to break it was Usman, and he did it when he was a worse version of himself than he is now. That shit is not, bro. Usman's pull countering his shit to sleep in the first or second round. I'm telling you, if you just starched the best boxer in the division with your hands, Colby, bro, you're going to sleep, bro. You're going. Honestly,
with champions, they always say like, "What's the next step for you?" Dominant champions move up, right? There's so much in 170 for Kamaru to keep building his resume. Leon, maybe rematch.
Yeah. I think Leon's the next fight to
Leon,
make over Colby.
I would love it. See, that's the thing though, because we start getting really, really like excited about like Usman's improved striking. Leon Edwards, fucking hell of a striker, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking tough. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson provides issues and those are two fights that I think Leon's improved a lot. I still think Leon's going to get taken down or held up against the cage because at the end of the day, that's the thing. Usman, yes, he can look like this, but at the same time, he can also be that dude that just holds you up against the cage and stomps your feet. That's something that could realistically happen for him.
He tried to do it round one.
Yeah, like he culls the distance and he's like, "Oh, I can fucking wrestle too." But the thing is, he did pretty well on the feet with Masvidal. I'm not gonna lie to you.
There was just a couple looping shots that he threw at the most shots in the dark,
the most shots that Masvidal landed some nice leg kicks, and then. On as far as punches were concerned, though, he landed the most of his strikes when he was on his back. Just absolutely phenomenal performance by Kamaru Usman. I busted the fattest nut. I'm not gonna have a fucking voice tomorrow. He hit him with a Wakandan right, and it made me so damn happy.
Maybe a couple times above, like tonight.
Oh yeah, literally insane. I couldn't believe there was a point whenever the main event was about to start and all my friends were like, shit, I feel like we might actually just deserve a 5-round foot stomping right now because this card's been that fucking good already.
Well, someone tweeted like with this night, there's going to be a finish in this fight. And when I had Fabio Charant on earlier, he said this fight's going under 4.5, no doubt. And he called it. It went on. Obviously. Yeah, it's just
fans, really.
It really was. It was. Nico says, "Get that checked out, Kieran."
Hey,
listen, it was an exciting night to be an MMA fan. So
this created, and that's the thing too. This is like,
hide your girlfriends. Guys are horny after tonight.
Honestly, bro, this is like the biggest rush of adrenaline that you could possibly have. But this is the other thing too. Peep the difference between what happened this weekend and last weekend. Last weekend really shows the state of boxing currently, and this weekend shows the state of like MMA. This shit is growing and it's crazy and it's huge and it's the best sport in the world. It's so damn exciting. And that can happen. Of course you can have some snoozers, but that shit can happen. That shit happens like once a year now where you just have an insane card.
No one's
that is the best card. That's the best card since 217 in New York City when you had the 3 title fights. Yeah. It's the best card since then. That might be up there with some of the best cards like ever. I'm not gonna lie.
It's 100% up there.
Yeah.
There was not one boring fight. Not one boring fight the entire card.
Not one boring
fight.
From
beginning to end.
Yeah. It just, good God. But yeah, Josh, you have any other thoughts on the main event?
Oh, God. No, just Kamaru's the best, man. He deserves everything. He can be as cocky as he wants. He can say whatever he wants now. I think him and Colby is going to be a really good fight again. I don't know if I see him stopping him as quickly as he did Masvidal, but man, whatever Kamaru does now,
I see him stopping him faster.
Yeah, people have to pay attention. No,
faster. I'm telling you, faster.
Yeah, pay attention to Kamaru Usman because he's one of the greats. And
I think
still here.
Yeah,
we're gonna be. Usman's gonna go down as one of the best. He already is one of the best ever to do it, in my opinion. The guy is only getting better. It's insane. And just going back to last week compared to this week. It's so much better, and we didn't have to sit through a Justin Bieber concert. And nothing against Biebs, but I don't want to see a Justin Bieber concert in the middle of a card. Yeah. It was a fantastic card. We had people getting stretched. and stretchered. We'll get to the stretcher later, but but yeah,
Fuck.
just
Oh my god.
Yeah, boxing can't hold UFC's jock strap.
No, because that shit can't happen in boxing. You don't see that shit
No.
happen in boxing. No, people might die in boxing, but you don't see that shit. You know.
yeah.
No,
we don't want to see. We don't want to see
Yeah, we don't
anyone
see anyone
die.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But a leg snapping in half is all right.
See, that's the thing. But that's again, like Zach, my friend Jose said something that I think you would relate to. And it's just like, damn, I wanted to see him unconscious, not mutilated. Like, holy fuck. Why?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't want to get to Weidman yet. We'll get there, but
No, we'll
I
just go
really
down
want to
the
talk about Rose, though. I mean, I think we're all good on the main event. Kamaru Usman, we already know what the shot's going to be, so we don't have to make predictions of who he's going to fight. It's going to be Colby Covington. I think he's going to steamroll Colby, and then it's going to be, as long as Leon does what he needs to do against Nate, which I 100% think he's going to, it's going to be Leon Usman.
Give him Masvidal after that.
Yeah.
If Masvidal wants a comeback fight. Give Masvidal Leon Scott. That's a nice little setup. You can put that shit on free TV.
Yeah, but Leon will get the title shot if he beats Nate.
But Colby's like already next in line.
I think
you never know how
Leon
that
will. I think Leon will hold out though for that at that point because he's already earned it at that point in his mind.
Yeah, Usman's to the point now where it's just like
give Masvidal Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy wins. No, he's already fighting Burns.
Give him Masvidal.
Give him Luke.
Ooh, Luke, that'd be a banger.
Masvidal already starched up like Masvidal. I don't know what's going. Wonder Boy already starched up Masvidal. Like,
I don't like Rose versus Joanna next because I feel like Rose beats Joanna 10 times out of 10.
I'll tell you why. Okay, well let's get to that fight.
Yeah, actually. I mean, so Zhang Wei Li, she's gonna be bitching about Keith Peterson smelling like alcohol and cigarettes because she was not happy about that stoppage whatsoever.
He was stumbling like 30 seconds after arguing the stoppage.
Yeah, I mean, she was out. So they showed the replay. She obviously got, she was stunned when she fell. So I wouldn't say she was out. But when she had rolled over to her stomach and Rose hit her with a couple shots, she went
like
limp.
Looking away. She didn't know where she was.
She got fucked up.
Yeah, she 100% lost. Kieran, you called it last week on the preview show. Early Rose is a problem. I think a lot of people don't know what they're getting with Rose because she is so emotional. Like, there's got to be, and I was talking to Carrie about this, like, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, but it's almost like she has like daddy issues in a way. Like, there's just something with Rose that just seems different.
Off. There's something. Yeah, there's like,
very emotional, very like almost like she goes through depression. I don't know. So like you never know what you're getting with Rose. You know she's a great boxer. You know she's with a great coach. But I could have easily seen Zhang Wei Li coming out and piecing up Rose. But this was a great version of Rose. She set up the head kick perfect. It was might have been the most beautiful shot of the night. It was set up great. 18 seconds, one of the quickest knockouts I've seen in a female fight.
Well, 1 minute.
And she looked.
Seconds.
Oh, 1 minute, 18 seconds.
1 minute.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And then she looked great. And this is the thing with Rose. I hope that she makes a quick turnaround because that's the one thing that hampers her, I think, is she's very inactive. And I think it's a state of the divisions kind of as well. But as long as Zhang Wei Li does not have a super long layoff, I think that they can run that back. I'd be so for running that back. And then Joanna gets the winner of that fight. To me, like Zhang Wei Li already beat Joanna. She's steamrolled everyone else. I would like to see it again, but I'm not going to be upset if Rose fights Joanna either. I just think she's already beat her twice, so I don't know.
Twice, yeah. You don't do trilogies if you beat them twice.
This is my thing, right? This is my thing. I think the UFC might actually book Wei Li versus Rose again. I don't too much care to see it because Wei Li just got stretched in 1 minute and 18 seconds. I mean, I guess you could argue, she could make the dumb argument that the UFC will get up that like, oh, it was an early stoppage, yada, 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 because she is the biggest draw in that market. She's probably the biggest draw in female MMA. I mean, like she's from a country of 1 billion people, this is my thing though. Rose looked absolutely insane. Like I said, early on, Rose is going to give her a freaking world of problems early on. Later on in the fight, this is the thing with Rose. Her style is so movement and explosion heavy. The longer a fight goes, she gets tired. She starts wearing shots more. If you watch that second Joanna fight, Joanna started catching up in 4 and 5, like in the fourth, later part of the third, the fourth, and the fifth round. Like that same thing happened with Rose versus Andrade in their 3-round fight. First 2 rounds, she looked great. Third round, she started slowing down, stayed stationary, and started getting busted up. If this fight went later, I think Weili would have won. But Rose just looks absolutely insane. And I'll tell you why they should make Joanna again. That rematch was razor thin. I think a lot of people forget that. Like that rematch wasn't like a shellacking. It's the same reason why I want to see. There's 2 fights to make in women's MMA right now that are just clear as day. Because I know the UFC was really going to want to push for Weili Zhang. Yeah, everyone was going to push for Weili Zhang versus Valentina Shevchenko. After tonight, I'm glad everybody sees how fucking stupid that was. No. Nobody under 125 pounds is beating Valentina Shevchenko. Not even fucking close. And especially Weili Zhang. She would have got blasted. Rose versus Joanna is the fight to make. It is. Rose and Joanna, that past, that history. I understand they fought twice. The second fight was really, really close. I mean, there's people that thought Joanna won that fight. Especially whenever it comes to Weili Zhang, too. There's people that thought that fight, that Joanna won that fight. Those are 2 very close fights. But my thing is, you don't give her a freaking immediate rematch after getting stretched in 1 minute and 18 seconds. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I would say.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Well, I would say if you're going to make a trilogy of some sorts, I don't know what Andrade's future is at 115, but I had her beating Rose twice. Those were really good fights. So if you're going to run a trilogy, and this was kind of a weird like square of women tonight that have all kind of competed against each other, even though they're at different weight classes.
Yeah.
Andrade and Rose have had really good fights. The one was kind of a freak accident where, not a freak accident, but just a great slam. Rose is out. And then you have the rematch where it went to 5 rounds, super close, razor thin, split decision. If you're going to make a trilogy, do that fight. 115 title fight.
I understand. The only problem with that is you just saw her fight Andrade. 1 fight removed from going up to 125. Now Andrade loses another one at 125. Granted, to the champion.
Go back down.
I understand she could go back down, but another fight, I just don't think that does as well as a Joanna trilogy or a Weili Zhang. Like I would put the Weili Zhang rematch above that one, to be honest. And not that I don't think like that would be entertaining, because us as MMA fans, I think would be fucking phenomenal to watch Andrade again. Because I think Andrade has enough to take the shots early and then finish her late if the fight goes late. You know, I mean that fight, that 3-round fight. If that was a 5-round fight, Andrade probably stops her later on in that fight. You know, she was starting to bust her up in the 3rd round. I don't know. And as far as the contenders at 115, probably one of the biggest contenders was Tatiana Suarez, and she's been out for 2 years with a neck injury. She would have been a new contender. And then the rest of them, there's a giant gap in skill. Like I know Yan Xiaonan, the other Chinese girl, like she's on the way up. She could get there, but there's still a big gap between skill sets. Like just these names right here: Weili Zhang, Rose Namajunas, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Then at number 4, there's Carla Esparza. Yeah, exactly. There's Carla Esparza, Mackenzie Dern, Marina. Like, there's a huge drop off in skill set. Right
Dern could be a problem.
Yeah,
we still have. There's still the jury.
I think Tatiana Suarez will be a problem. If a healthy Tatiana Suarez gives any of these girls problems, any of them problems, it's just I don't know. We'll have to see it. That fight was crazy though. Credit to freaking Rose. Absolutely blasting her with a
anytime we're gonna see Rose is gonna be a thrill. You know, she's always. I mean, what fight has she been in that's boring? None. She's never been in a boring fight.
No.
She's an incredible boxer. Obviously, Trevor Whitman is a god. He is an MMA god, and I think that he needs to be put him in. Do they have the hall? Like, do coaches go in the Hall of Fame? Because Trevor Whitman, I think, not right now, but at the end of the day, I mean, listen, he works with 3 people now. Usman, champion. He works with Justin Gaethje. He was an interim champ, one of the best in the division. And then he works with Rose, who is now 2-time champ. I mean, Trevor Whitman is as good as they come. And the thing is with Usman, I know Usman was good before going there. He was already the champ, but he's a totally different fighter, like leaps and bounds better. And so Trevor Whitman is Jesus, and he needs to be praised.
He had the main event and co-main event and got 2 fantastic knockouts. I mean, just insane. A Grand Prix at 115? Insane.
Pat Barry's taking all the fucking credit. Pat Barry's gonna he's taking it all.
Pat Barry ain't do shit but groom a 16-year-old girl.
Pat Barry was hyped. I saw a video of him up on the octagon like he won the fight.
He's more hyped than Rose is like.
Yeah, that was me. You could have sworn I just won the world title after Usman knocked out Masvidal.
I was over here. I was pretty hyped up. I'm not going to lie.
You could have sworn I was a world damn champion.
It's just because people literally just shit on him. And it's like, man, like he's hit the snoozman thing. Like I have no issues for one with a champion being boring. Like whatever gets the job done. If you're winning, go for it. Like Khabib's style is not always exciting. People tuned in and got excited for Khabib because of the record more than his fight style. Usman is now an exciting fighter. He's putting guys out now. It's incredible to see as a champ grow the way he has. We've seen champions like John Jones get almost like in that state of boredom, like things are too easy, and then the fights get closer. We're seeing the complete opposite with Usman, where he's growing, getting better, and he's putting opponents away quicker now. Yeah. And I think that's when we talk about pound for pound, I think that's where Usman kind of takes first place because he's taken those strides to be better, where we've seen guys like John Jones. And I mean, Valentina looked great tonight, but we saw her against Pena where she lost a round. Or was it Pena? It wasn't Pena. It was
Jennifer Maya.
Yeah. She lost a round because it's almost like it's too easy.
She couldn't for Usman.
Yeah.
Usman took the hard road too. You don't see a lot of guys go on the Ultimate Fighter. Like the Contender Series is kind of the easier way nowadays. Yeah. He came a long way from arguing with Sabah Hamasi in the fucking kitchen and Hader Hassad beefing with him. He's to GOAT status, maybe.
Yeah.
Long way.
I don't know. This tonight's just I love it. I love it.
So before we get to the shenanigans, let's talk Valentina quick.
Yeah.
Jessica Andrade. Listen, hats off to her. I love Jessica Andrade. She's a hell of a fighter. She's just not strong enough for that division. I mean, she got put in that
135, and then she
got put in that crucifix so easy. Like there was just no resistance whatsoever. Once Valentina had the arm, that was it. I mean, there was just no getting out of there. Valentina's just. I mean, it sucks that they already booked Amanda Nunes because that is literally the only fight to make, and I think Nunes wins easily again. To be honest with you, but that's the easily. But I think she wins easily.
I think she could possibly catch Valentina now. But if that fight goes to decision, it might be close again. I don't know. Like last time, a lot of people thought that Valentina won. And trust me, I'm of the camp that I think Nunes will win, but I wouldn't say it's going to be easy.
We got to make it happen. We got to make it happen.
Yeah, you got to make it happen. I mean, well, Amanda's going to beat everyone in her way, and so is Valentina. And I don't blame Andrade for going up there too.
Oh no,
those girls at 125 are such fucking bums that you can get a title. If you're any of those top girls at 115, Joanna can go up and wipe out that entire division this year alone.
What sucks with Andrade is she's literally like second best or third best in every division she goes to. Like she can go and fight Valentina, then she can go down, and she's just not on that that top. I mean, like you said, she was the champ. She beat Rose, but it was like, I don't want to say lucky, but that slam doesn't happen all the time. You know what I mean? So she's not, it's like, she's like right on the cusp of tier 1, but she's just not there. So she's just in a weird spot. But I mean, I love the fact that she's, moving up and moving down. And I mean, she's a great fighter. She just, unfortunately, right now we have two of the greatest women to ever step foot in the octagon, and Valentina and Amanda Nunes in her way. And I mean, it's tough, but I like Andrade. She's a warrior, but Valentina is just, man, she's so damn good.
Yeah, if we're talking about,
she's just good everywhere.
Respect. If we're talking about deserving respect tonight, Valentina Shevchenko deserves a ton of respect because she is honestly one of the best in the world too. Maybe one of the best ever.
She's the second best woman.
These are my things. This is shit we already know. I mean, especially like I'm trying to hold my tongue because I do I do respect Valentina's skill, but she at literally every single fight. Her. No, I do. No, I respect her skill. I'm not saying I don't like. I definitely don't like her, but I'll tell you this right here. Listen, she does the same exact shit every fight to all of these girls, and no one has had a game plan to be able to stop it. And it's not like it's like, okay, I'm going to enforce my will with my technique over and over and over again because I have this wide variety of things that I can do. Like Khabib. Like, you know he's going to wrestle you, but he has 18 different ways to take you down. Valentina Shevchenko ducks under punches, grabs a body lock, and trips people's legs every fight that she's in. And nobody other than Amanda Nunes is capable of defending it.
And that's why Amanda Nunes is going to beat her.
Let's run it.
Exactly. It's just like if you can't keep her away from getting a body lock on you, you're going to lose a fight. I literally told my friends, I was like, okay, if in the first 3 minutes she gets a body lock and takes her down, that's how the fight's going to go the entire time. Either to a decision or a crucifix stoppage or a submission. Like that was it. It's just, I like it, but at the same time, man, fight some fucking competition, bro. That's it. That's all. Like, she's going to fight some other bum now. And now I think Dana sees, like, okay, after Nunes beats Pena, don't book another one of these fucking bums to fight against Valentina Shevchenko. Just make the fight fucking happen. Just make the fight fucking happen already, bro. That's the only fight that's competitive for those two.
Nico says Valentina's victory dance makes him happy. I gotta say, I actually don't like the dance. It actually makes me cringe a little bit. I don't know what it is. It makes me cringe
a lot too.
I don't like the dance.
It's because I don't like her. She's fucking great. She's at this point, goat B. Like it's Nunes and Valentina's undersized for that weight class. Like, imagine. I wonder what a fight between Valentina being the same exact size as Amanda Nunes would look like. But that's just not the way it goes. But goat. Number 2. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And so it's time. It's time. And I feel really bad. No. I talked so much shit about Chris Weidman before on Monday. And I almost feel bad.
How do you feel, man?
But I gotta say, I'm happy that shout out Uriah Hall's. No, listen. Shout out Uriah Hall's tough ass shin for winning me some money tonight. Because he is the first fighter in UFC history to win a fight without throwing a single strike.
Bro.
Without throwing a single strike, he TKO'd Chris Weidman.
We gotta have a talk about this, right?
It was the night of the leg kick and the night of the nerves/broken legs. And he stepped on it. That was the worst part. It wasn't even the broken leg. It was the fact he tried to step on it. And it would
my God.
And this sounds so bad, but like, I had not laughed that hard in forever because I got you guys texting me. How do you feel, Zach? You talked all this shit, and now Chris Weidman is getting taken out on a stretcher. And then I had my friends messaging me like, man, like just so much stuff, and I'm laughing hysterically. And it wasn't about the injury because the injury was horrific, and I hope Chris Weidman recovers, which he will. But it was just like, man, and this is the crazy thing. I just got an update. They're waiting until tomorrow to do surgery on this man.
Yeah.
Like, what the
no, tomorrow,
take him into surgery now.
Tomorrow could mean like Sunday morning, like which
like
is
right now.
Yeah. That's what
I hope that's what they do. Yeah, because I mean, good. Listen, Chris Weidman's not my favorite, and I can guarantee he would have broken his leg on Izzy's shin too. But listen, no, you don't want anyone to get hurt. And I just gotta say, MMA is weird. So,
bro, MMA, we live in a fucking simulation.
Same injury happened to Anderson Silva against Chris Weidman, and then this happens to
worse.
Chris Weidman. It was the same injury. No, it was the same injury. Same thing.
This one felt so much worse.
I made a joke and I said, Chris Weidman's shield got broken when Silva broke his leg on Weidman's leg. The shield was broken. And then he broke it on Weidman.
We live in a simulation. Like, you got to think the odds that a freak injury like that happens to one fighter is already insane.
There's been 3 in the UFC history, and he's been a part of 2.
Think about it. Now, one of the same guy that broke someone else's shin with a checked leg kick gets his shin broken in the exact same way.
Yeah.
Like, we live in a simulation, man. I'm telling you, like, this is unbelievable. Like, MMA,
it's the Truman Show.
It's just MMA is like just I can't believe it. I can't believe it. The amount of like just gruesome leg injuries that I've seen over just being an MMA fan. Literally, the very first card that I ever watched was that UFC 168 where Anderson snapped his leg, and that's what made me a super fan. And now My love for MMA is just like, I'm so damn horny right now, guys. I'm so fucking horny. This shit was insane. Are you kidding me? A stacked card top to bottom that was just nonstop action. And guess what? You know what else is funny? Guess who started off the main card of UFC 168 when Anderson Silva broke his leg? Uriah Hall versus Chris Lieben. He was on that card.
Yeah.
We live in a fucking simulation.
I feel bad for Uriah Hall.
I don't. I mean, dub.
Yeah, I mean, I said this before. I don't think Uriah Hall was really all that sad. He played it off well, but he cried when he beat Anderson Silva. There was not one tear coming from Uriah Hall's face.
I think he wanted to actually get in a fucking fight tonight because he usually doesn't because he's such a nice guy. You know, he's like, I really, I kind of want to do this. I kind of want to beat the champion. I kind of want to fight. Tonight, he looked like pissed off. He wanted to avenge his loss to Chris Weidman.
He did.
And then he throws
broke the guy's leg.
Throws one kick and it's over. And then he's like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? This really just happened. I'm going to sit on my knees and just let it happen.
He got 2 checks. I'm gonna watch. 2 checks for not throwing 1 strike.
50K for that?
KO of the night. No, there's too much competition. If that was a fight night, he's winning KO of the night. I don't even know what to say. I'll be honest. I didn't even get to see it live because Carrie's TV took a shit. So we had I only saw the replays. But it was just hilarious because DC couldn't even look at it. He's like, Joe, you look at it. Tell me what happened. Like the worst part was definitely the fact that he tried to walk on it. That was definitely the worst part. Seeing him try to walk on it all after.
The fact that there was a fucking replay.
Yeah, multiple replays, just over and over again.
No, it was funny because my friends were saying like, oh, they're not going to show a replay. The world's too sensitive now. I was like, no. We're in Jacksonville, Florida with a full fucking crowd. They're showing that goddamn replay. No mask, no fucking replay. Give me the fucking replay. I mean, good God. That just the fact that is like I just think about his shin bone planting into the fucking like canvas floor.
Oh yeah.
You're welcome for that. You're welcome for that. It just God. The amount like just since I've been a sports fan, I just think about all the gruesome leg snaps that I've witnessed.
Oh, there's so many.
Paul George. I saw Kevin Ware whenever in the NCAA tournament. I saw freaking Anderson. I've like so many damn leg snaps like that. That's freaking Alex Smith.
Don't forget Chris Weidman. You didn't mention him.
Yeah, Chris Weidman. Fuck you, Zach. You're so bad. You're so bad. And honestly, I gotta say, Chris Weidman, I feel for the man, even though I wasn't technically rooting for him, but I feel for the man. He came in the best shape that I've probably ever seen him in. He looked phenomenal. He looked fucking jacked. But
I don't want to make the joke, but I can't do it. I'm not.
Good God, go ahead, make it.
Did he skip leg day? Oh,
apparently he did. Apparently he did. That was. Awesome,
I gotta say, you're worse, man. You made Sam Alvey cry on TikTok.
Nah, bro.
Chris Weidman's not making TikToks crying.
You said you wanted to see Chris Weidman unconscious after his stepfather was fucking killed in a car accident. I don't want to hear it.
Still your boy?
Yeah, that's still my boy.
Let's go Uriah Hall. Uriah Hall won me money, and that's all that matters.
I'm just trying to make Zach feel bad. No, I was definitely an asshole for the Sam Alvey shit. 100%. Oh my God.
Drink your milk, folks. I don't know. I don't know
or just don't kick.
It strengthens your bones.
Oh yeah, calcium. Yes, for your bones. Sorry, right over my head.
Goodness
gracious. Yeah, that was just. It was insane. And you know what sucks is like this card was so good, and then next week it's gonna be 2 a.m. and we're gonna be doing a recap, and we're gonna be like, damn, I wish it was as good as last week because This card is just we could talk about it forever,
bro. Everybody's up right now. Now, like everybody's so damn juiced from
this. This is one of those. There's cards like after we do the show and I get home at 3:00. After I take my shower, I lay in bed. Like I'm still up till 4:30 because I'm going through Instagram and Twitter and watching all the press conferences and everything. Like because it's just one of those nights where the card is just insane. But prayers out to Chris Weidman. Thank you, Uriah Hall, for having strong shins for winning me money. And then we get to the other leg issue where Sean O'Malley is smiling down and saying, "I told you, mother effers, that it's a thing. It is a thing." Jimmy Crute, oh man, that's a good shot.
Fucking sweat.
That is a shot.
Oh my God.
Jimmy Crute leg injury. Did you see that? That was just that was bad too, man. He
what
was
is
drunk.
going on?
It was like
everybody's like okay. Since the birth of this calf kick, how many times have we seen this shit?
Yeah, Michael Chandler.
It all started with Henry Cejudo. Now Michael Chandler gets his leg busted up against Brent Primus. I mean, Sean O'Malley. It happens to him.
Yeah, Sean O'Malley.
And now Jim Crute.
Don't get me wrong. Anthony Smith was going to win that fight. Anthony Smith was going to win that fight. I don't care what happened. He looked great. The jab, I mean, he was piecing up Jimmy Crute. I like Jimmy Crute. I think this is a huge step for him, though, at being only 24 years old. That is, I mean, Anthony Smith has 50 fights or 51 fights. He's 32 years old. He's fought everyone. He's got so much experience. I think Jimmy Crute is going to be a great fighter. I think that the future is bright for him. But that is just a massive step in Anthony Smith. And I picked Crute, but I wasn't very confident on it because Anthony Smith is that good. He looked great tonight, and he threw one leg kick, and that was it. I mean, Jimmy Crute couldn't walk. It was hysterical. It almost looked like they were giving him a field sobriety test. The doctor came in and was like, "Yeah, walk in a straight line towards me." And Jimmy Crute is just over there like doing like the stanky leg. He's just out. I mean, he couldn't fight. It was bad.
Watching him walk, it just made you like
cringe.
Dude, stop walking. And then he said he was gonna pull guard the next round.
Yeah,
he just couldn't fucking walk.
Listen,
He
was going for the finish at the end of that first round, though. He was going for it. Shout out to Jimmy Crute. He's a dog.
Jimmy Crute, bro. He got his leg fucked up and then balanced on his other, shot a takedown and got it against Anthony Smith. Yeah. I was like, gee, like that's a fucking G. And he wanted to be out there, dude. Like that's tough. I had to watch that one on my cellular device because ESPN Plus is fucking horrible.
Yeah, it is terrible.
Switch that shit back, please.
I think Brian Kelleher tweeted ESPN minus or something like that.
Honestly, it's terrible.
It is bad. But yeah, Nico asked, how do you defend against a technique that can shut your nerves off? I mean, you can't. I mean, apparently it's like right behind the knee. You get hit right behind the knee and it just basically gives you a dead leg. Like you just can't. He said he couldn't feel his leg. It's almost like he sat on the shitter too long and your feet go numb. It was like one of those. And we've all been there.
Do that every time. Imagine if you
what happened?
Daniel Cormier got into it with Jake Paul.
Let's go.
Cage side. Daniel Cormier. They were just talking.
Oh, yeah.
That was during the card. That was in between the prelims and the main card.
Yeah, that like 10-minute gap.
Yeah, so the prelims ended so early. There was like 10-15 minutes between the prelims and the main card starting. It ended like 9:50, and I saw that, and I'm all for it. Let's be honest. Daniel Cormier, if they were to fight right then and there, he's picking him up, dropping Jake Paul on his head, and then just beating the piss out of him.
Yeah,
and Daniel Cormier tweeted out that he weighs 265 right now, all on gumbo and everything else. Yeah. He would just destroy Jake Paul. And Jake Paul kind of looks scared in the pictures.
Jake Paul got battered in training by Mike Perry, apparently.
Yeah, I saw the videos because
released the footage.
Yeah, so I wouldn't doubt it. Mike Perry's a dog. I mean, he hasn't done well in the UFC, but I mean,
I don't think Jake Paul realizes what he'd be getting into against DC. That would not go well for
against anyone outside of Ben Askren or Nate Robinson.
No, that would not go well for him, bro.
I'm just upset that he was getting like shown on TV at a UFC event. This guy is trying to make a joke of your company, and you're giving this dude clout. Like, get him off the screen.
Sets up some shit. Hey, that's the thing though. Dana's a businessman. If he can get money off of that shit, he will. He will, most definitely.
Yeah, if you're gonna run CM Punk in the UFC, like just put Jake.
He cares about money at the end of the day. If he can get one of his contracted fighters to go out there and fight under his like banner and he can get a piece of the pie, why would he not? That's more money.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know.
I just can't believe Weidman got Weidman. That's just
Weidman. Out of all the fighters on the roster for that to happen to, the fact that it was the dude that did it.
It just went full circle.
Oh God.
If you knew you could get that kind of win over Anderson Silva, but you knew that you had to take that in the future at some point. You didn't know when it was going to be, but you knew that you were going to have to break your leg like that when you fought one time. Would you still take that win over Anderson Silva?
No.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Do I have to lose to Anderson Silva?
You have to break your leg.
You either lose to Anderson Silva or he breaks his leg. Oh man!
At the end of the day, that's a win over the GOAT. Well, you're just like otherwise you're gonna get fucking styled on by Anderson Silva, and then no one's gonna give you any credit for anything.
I think I'd rather get styled on by Anderson Silva, if I'm being totally honest with you. I would cry like a little baby back bitch if that happened to me. I'll be honest with you.
Chris Weidman, it's been a tough road down, man.
Did we see him again?
No, I think he retires.
So we can run the.
Bro, no, you're horrible, bro.
You're worse. I don't care what you say. You're worse.
No, you need something other than you're fired. It's like you're retired. That's what it is.
Your leg is
God.
We'll have to have you do. We'll have to have you do the Vince McMahon sound. Oh my God, because I don't think he's ever said that.
It's something else. I really can't believe that like Anthony Smith got a win tonight.
He looked good.
He looks solid, but it just I don't.
You
talk
like shit on Anthony Smith. I talk shit on Weidman.
I did, and
then you also talk shit on Valentina.
Yeah.
So you are 0 for 2 in your shit talk. I'm 1 for 1.
I picked Valentina to win, though. I'm sure. Did I not?
You picked her.
I picked Andrade. I picked someone to win by 13-second KO.
Yeah, Jimmy Crute.
That would have been Uriah Hall.
If I picked Andrade, I was definitely memeing.
I picked Uriah Hall by KO and I bet it and it hit. So I was super hyped.
Hall's was 17 seconds. That's pretty good.
That's getting close to Masvidal status, and he didn't have to do anything.
But tonight was like insane.
Yeah, I just also I wanted to shout out Herb Dean. He's looking a little hefty. He was wearing a very bland black shirt. It didn't even say like UFC. It didn't say Florida.
Down too.
It didn't say Florida on it, and his tits were popping in that shirt in a bad way. Herb was looking extra slow today. They need to get a white shirt. I think white would maybe do him better. I'm not sure, but shout out to Herb Dean though. He didn't mess anything up. And also I wanted to say, oh wait, I had something else and now I forget. I'm losing. Oh, how high do we think Aaron is right now?
He's fucking gone.
On life.
Aaron is out of there, bro. Like, dude, 262 doesn't produce like this because I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be so fucking pissed off. I think that it's still, dude. I just think it's the adrenaline from the crowd that brought out tonight's fights.
100%.
Like there was no like as a fighter, I feel like they're sitting backstage and they're like, we got to throw like it's got to be a banger. If it's a boring fight, like we're gonna get booed out of the stadium. Like we have to go out there and put on a fest. And dude, Jeff Molina. Shout out Jeff Molina, another Coffee and KOs guy. He goes out there. Round one, it was tough. Rounds 2 and 3, man, he put on a clinic. Yeah.
You can't imagine.
I still think it could have went either way because round 2 was very close. It was the knockdown, I think, that solidified round 2. But round 3, it was great. The
10-8. It's 10-8.
Yeah. The striking the boxing was great. 23 years old, man. 23 in the UFC. The dude he was fighting too was massive. Looked way bigger than him. It was a great performance. I'm hyped up for Jeff Molina. I just hope they don't like rush him. I want him to, I want him to get a good amount of fights. He's only 23. He does not need to be rushed to anything. Like let him take his time and get through the division. But no, I'm hyped up for Jeff Molina.
Yeah.
This card was great.
They take care of their contender series guys. UFC does.
Yeah, they do.
They're gonna push them.
Yeah, you guys want to talk about the prelims a little bit? Because I think the Randy Brown one, man. Okay, so this is my biggest gripe with Randy Brown. I call him Randy the Disappointment Brown because he always disappoints me. I think he is literally one of the most like talented guys when it comes to stand up. I mean, a 6'3" welterweight. He can throw hands with any. Like you saw the right hand that he landed on Cowboy Oliver. I mean, like he's really good. But man, I was glad that he got the submission finish too.
One arm was rear naked.
It was one arm, and then also this is my problem, right? Oliveira, instead of going to fight the hand that was choking him, whenever Randy Brown got his hand free, he just went straight to tapping. It was like he gave up before like it was already going, you know? It just I don't know. Randy Brown, I love his promo though. I love his promo.
Yes, go to
so
Twitch.
Funny because I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why did he just say like "fuck you, pussy" after the fucking fight?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that in a while. Like literally right after the fight, chokes him out, finishes him, and he's just flipping him off. It's like "fuck you, pussy," and then Alex Oliveira afterwards is like trying to be respectful and shake his hand, and you can tell like Randy Brown's like, bro, fuck you. Like he just like shakes his hand. He's like, yeah, okay, cool. I was like, wow, bro.
Yeah,
I still don't know why.
The animosity came. It came before the fight at the weigh-ins. Cowboy, I guess, was like talking all this shit, which I don't even know if Randy Brown can understand him because Oliveira doesn't speak English. But yeah, he was talking all this shit to Randy Brown apparently at weigh-ins. If you watch the weigh-ins, you would have seen it. But that's when it got all heated. So and then Randy Brown made him look bad. And then he, I like it though. Listen, we all have said it. Fighters need to grow their brand. He's growing his brand. Go to Twitch. You'll find out the whole story. I don't know if he saves his videos, but I might go to Twitch today and learn the whole story on Randy Brown's Twitch page.
I like Touch and Go better than Rude Boy. I don't like Rude Boy as much as Touch and Go, Randy Brown.
Well, Rude Boy's like Jamaican. So Rude Boy. Yeah, Rude Boy. It's
B-O-I.
Yeah, like it's Jamaican slang.
Reminds me of Rihanna too much.
Call me Rude Boy.
Yeah, it's a Caribbean thing. Yeah, it's Pat Swat.
I mean, I think Rude Boy flows better.
Rude Boy goes hard, especially when like you look at his Jamaican like background. If you understand like the terminology, yeah, it goes hard. I like Touch and Go's a hard nickname too. But yeah, Rude Boy.
That's his IG.
Yeah, I like Rude Boy though. Rude Boy's hard. I don't know. I think that's me speaking though, because I'm also like Caribbean. So
you might have said it, but that right hand,
fucking unbelievable,
fucking hyped.
It was a day for some dark skinned right hands, man. I tell you what, that was fucking phenomenal.
Dark skinned legs.
I'm telling you what. If you are a Trump supporter, stay a mile away from Kamaru Usman, man. He loves knocking him out, man. It's incredible. Like I gotta say.
True, it's true.
If Colby goes into that fight again, man, I don't know why these fights feel political, but it's just so weird. I don't know.
It did in the Weili fight. I thought they were going to start chanting USA within the first minute.
That was crazy.
Didn't happen, but
I was like, what did Weili do to like deserve to get booed like this?
After she was mean to Keith Peterson, I would have booed her too because that was ridiculous.
She was mean to Keith Peterson. Was Keith Peterson the person that stopped it?
Yeah,
that's so funny, bro. That's
Dominic what I said.
Cruz is gonna say. I don't. Yeah,
that's what I said about the cigarettes and alcohol.
She's concussed, man. So was Dominic Cruz at the time. So the way they remember things are different. But I mean, Weili Zhang wasn't even looking at freaking Rose while Rose was putting her lights out even more. That just good God, tonight was so amazing, wasn't it?
I want to go back to Randy Brown. I just want to say that's a performance that he really needed to have to. I feel like he's kind of gone up and then has a setback and a loss. And I mean, he looked really, really good tonight in all aspects. And then come on, you choke someone out, basically one arm. That's damn impressive. Super strong.
That's 4 out of 5, right? He's won 4 out of his last 5 fights.
Yeah.
He's on a bit of a tear there.
Cool story, bro, says Keith Peterson smelled like cheap booze and cigarettes. Weili, Dominic Cruz, Zhang.
Insane.
I'm surprised Cruz didn't call out Keith. He called out fucking Hans Molenkamp. He didn't call out Keith. Just keep it going. I want that beef to last forever. And it will.
Twitter will make sure that beef lasts forever. That's never going away. Twitter was crazy tonight, too. That's all I got to say. Just literally everyone tweeting about the fights. It was just an insane night. There literally was not one boring fight on the whole entire card. And I think that we're going to go for a little while yet because even though we're going to do awards, there are so many different awards that I have that I'm going to go through that we're going to talk about. It was just a great night. But are you guys ready to move on to You're Fired?
I'm down. I'm down for You're Fired. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Let's do it.
All right. So here we go with our You're Fired segment. So really for me, two choices, okay? And one of them was from yesterday, or I guess 2 days ago now. All right. So it's not even UFC related, but I got two. You guys can go first. I'll go last. So Kieran, you can go first.
Tristan Connolly. I don't know how you move down from 170 to 145 and then get absolutely ragdolled by a natural 145er. They
said he ate one meal for 6 months, like one meal a day for 6 months to get down to weight.
He looked like he ate one meal for 6 months.
Yeah, he looked like
he looked like dog shit. Not gonna hold you. And I mean, I don't think anyone on this card deserves to be fired, to be honest with you. This card was fucking insane. But if I had to say anyone, that was probably the most stale performance of the night was Tristan Connolly. I'm not sure if that's one of Aaron's people though, so I don't want to go too hard on him.
It's okay. Aaron's not here.
Bum. All right.
Aaron is high on life, bro. He's probably still just sitting in his chair, not wanting the night to end. Like he probably just refused. You're gonna have to drag him out of that stadium to get him out of there. He's not leaving.
He's still there.
That shit was fucking insane.
It's one of those you don't want the night to end.
Honestly, no, he's gonna be up. I think we're all gonna be up all night. That's just how it's gonna be.
We should have got Aaron on here because he's probably high and super drunk.
Yeah,
and it would have been hilarious.
He might join. I mean, not to take away from a really good night, but I was severely underwhelmed by Dwight Grant tonight. Severely underwhelmed. I thought he was going to come out and look so much better than he did. And not to mention the judges in that fight. I don't know how you gave that to Dwight Grant. I thought Sekulic, he took him down in the first 2 rounds, and then he almost submitted him in the third. And then you give it split decision to Dwight Grant. I'm not going to fire you, but I'm going to have a stern talking with you. I'm going to sit you down and be like, what the fuck was that? Because that was a bad performance. Sekulic deserved it. Hasn't fought since 2018, they were saying. And you couldn't get the guy out of there. You're saying you love the matchup. Dwight Grant.
And Dwight Grant can normally crack, man.
Yeah, underwhelmed tonight.
Typically, he throws bombs. But I agree with both you guys. The only other person that I don't even think he deserves to be fired. But the only other person I think you could possibly put on there would be Cowboy Oliveira. He's getting a little bit older. Okay. At this point, I don't think that he poses really any threat to anyone. So that's the only other person I could see. But I want to go back to Anthony Pettis at PFL. Anthony Pettis, man, he's done. Showtime.
Dog. I completely forgot that happened.
First off, Showtime is a shit app. It's a shit streaming service. Or, whatever.
Yeah.
It is. And Showtime Pettis is also now shit. I mean, he got absolutely worked last night by Collard.
Clay Collard. I almost say Tristan Collard.
I mean, Collard's his hands looked. First off, I don't like that his nickname is Cassius Clay. That is a decaf performance of the night. That should not happen.
Bro.
But
borderline racist. Anyway,
kind of, yes. I kind of thought the same thing because he's like Irish. He's like the whitest looking dude ever.
No way you had a professional boxing record of like 8-3 and call yourself Cassius Clay Collard. Nah, bro. Nah.
I kind of agree. I totally agree with you. That might be more you're fired than Anthony Pettis' performance.
Honestly.
But Anthony Pettis he got worked bad. Like if Collard was a little bit gassed and if Collard was like smart, he would have won that fight easily. He was doing some weird like jumping knees and weird shit, trying to be like too much of an MMA fighter rather than just box. Yeah. But yeah, Pettis is done, dude. Like it was bad. Like he's fallen from grace. No good anymore. He's out. And Clay Collard looked good though. And only 28. I wouldn't mind seeing him in the UFC. He just needs to get a little bit more polished.
Dude,
I was feeling
don't say it.
No,
PFL is light years better than Bellator and one championship.
It's not better than one. It's better
than one.
Bro, it is not better than one. It is not light years better than one. Did you watch that 4-ounce gloves Muay Thai match on one?
Yes.
That shit was insane. That was so good, bro. Oh my God. You watch DJ got knocked the fuck out dead by a knee on the ground, and you saying that promotion was not good.
I don't know. It's just something about PFL I like. Plus, I got Lillian Garcia. It brings me back to WWF days.
Lillian Garcia is a really nice touch, but no, bro, no, you're tripping. You are tripping.
I'm sorry.
One in Ryzen. That was a decaf performance right there. That take was decaf as fuck. Okay.
That's okay.
One in Ryzen, solid. Bellator, fuck a shit. Fuckator, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That shit was horrible. Bella shit is awful.
They gotta pay us to watch Bellator.
Yeah, you should be paying me to watch a fucking Bellator pay-per-view.
If they paid us, will we do a recap for them?
Nah.
I have to watch it.
Can we just watch the highlights on like MMA Junkie?
I don't know. I don't want to say too much about Bellator though. I think Bellator isn't a bad promotion. They have a lot of elite fighters, and I think Pitbull's like one of the best fighters in the world. Bellator's solid.
McKee.
Completely forgot something. Bellator's great, guys. Bellator is great. I completely forgot something. Anyway, next. Yeah.
All right, so we can get to awards now. But yeah, Cowboy Oliveira and Pettis, you are both fired. It is time for the Sheath Superlatives of the night. Go to sheathunderwear.com. Use promo code Coffee and KOs. Get 20% off your entire purchase. Summer is here. Your balls are going to be sweaty. They're going to be sticking against your leg. You're going to be getting chafing, everything else. It's going to suck. Sheath Underwear will solve that. Go there. Wear the underwear, 20% off your entire purchase, Coffee and KO's promo code. And I promise you'll thank us later. Don't forget to sheath your dagger. Here we go. Sheath the superlatives of the night. And it's that time. She's superlatives of the night. Here we go. First off, we're going to start with the Jacked on Caffeine. Kieran, I love the smile. You're looking great. You can actually, let's go Josh first. Josh, Jacked on Caffeine performance of the night. Who are you going with? There's so many options. You literally basically can't whiff on any of them. So, I mean, unless you pick like Dwight Grant, that was, or the dude that beat Connolly. That's it. Those are the two guys that I would say don't pick them. Also, I want to say, the first fight was a good fight, the first one of the night, and you would have thought it was a title shot. Like, that's how crazy that crowd was. I just wanted to leave at that point because that
crowd was insane.
Was just insane. But go ahead, Josh.
Shit, I mean, you almost make me want to pick the crowd for being jacked on caffeine because they were
man of the people.
They were definitely jacked on caffeine, but with my bias, my Kansas City bias, I have to go with Jeffrey Molina making your UFC debut.
I love it.
And doing it in that type of fashion, I mean, it wasn't easy for him. The first round, like you said, he had a problem in front of him in Iori Kaleng. I could say that. God damn, I'm so happy for the guy to make your UFC debut, Contender Series. You come in, and you get to fight on a debut in front of fans, and you make it memorable. James Krause just gets $50K for his fighters every time. You know, if you're going to fight for James Krause, you're getting $50K. Maybe I don't know.
Tough one.
I don't know if we haven't got the rewards yet, have we? But I think he's pretty deserving. They really amped up the crowd, and I think set the tone for the whole entire night. As
a whole fight, I think it was probably the best fight as far as back and forth.
Yeah,
so it could win fight of the night.
It set the tone for the scene of the night. And I hope that Tom Brady was there. I hope all of the celebrities were there and watched him. What I really like seeing in a cool thing for me is seeing the growth. Jeff Molina probably had like 7,000 followers on Instagram before the fight. Go look at his Instagram now. He's got like 11K. I love seeing that. Just the growth and then people following your career, your trajectory. He deserves it tonight.
Kieran, what are you laughing at?
I'm jacked.
I'll go for mine, I guess. My Jacked on Caffeine performance.
What are you laughing at?
It's got to be this right here. The way all the sweat and water splattered out of Masvidal's head looked like he got reverse baptized. Of course, the Jacked on Caffeine performance has got to be Kamaru Usman. I mean, this dude had a nickname, Snoozman, and now he's putting all these contenders to sleep. Wrestler with the best hands in the welterweight division now. No, I don't know if he has the best, but
foreshadowing.
Up
there. I mean,
good sleeping people.
God, man, that right hand he landed on Masvidal was so fucking hard. Like, just the amount of like just sweat splatter that you saw off that right hand, you knew he was dead. Like, it was over. It was over right there. Like, there's.
And then the second one though, when he was on the ground, the hammer fist.
He hit him with like 4 hammer. Like, just rewatch that in live time. It is one of the most violent and beautiful things you'll ever see, and I think it's so fucking funny. Well, I'll get to that later. But good God, yeah, Usman, Jacked on Caffeine performance of the night. Usman was fucking incredible. Oh my gosh.
I'm actually gonna go with Randy Brown. I was just super impressed with the right hand and then the one arm rear naked choke. Like, listen, Cowboy's a vet. He's been around forever. He's fought a lot of people. He's got some notable wins. Randy Brown is strong as hell. To choke someone, I mean, he didn't choke him out, but to get someone to tap with one arm, by the time he sunk it in completely, Cowboy had already tapped. That to me was just, it was incredible. We don't see it too often. You don't see one-armed rear naked chokes really ever. That's how you know someone's got a crazy squeeze. Plus, you had the right hand that knocked down Cowboy. I think it was kind of a coming out party for Randy Brown. Like, that's kind of what we've been waiting for.
Look,
I like Randy Brown.
I love Randy Brown. Don't get your hopes up because he can outstrike or strike with anyone in the welterweight division, but he will turn it into a grappling contest for no fucking reason. That has been Randy Brown's career so far. He will outstrike someone not even close on the feet. Use his range, use his boxing ability, use his kickboxing ability, look amazing, and then for whatever reason turn into a Division I wrestler or think that he is, and he loses every time just like that. But
his legs are tiny. Yeah. Like Oliveira was kicking the legs in the beginning of the fight. And I was kind of concerned at first, but then it was
6'3". Yeah, 6'3" at welterweight. You're gonna be a stick at that size. Yeah, I like that pick though, Zach. I like that pick.
Great, yeah.
Jacked on caffeine could also just be leg kicks, just in general.
Holy, that could also be everyone tonight.
That could also be the decaf. It could also be decaf for Chris Weidman. That's
Chris Weidman's
performance of the night.
Chris Weidman's bone structure, decaf performance of the night. No, I also honorable mention. I mean, well, actually, I guess we'll get to it now.
No, you could do honorable mention if you want.
Well, no, I mean we're gonna do espresso shot of the night.
Oh
now,
yeah.
I guess I'll just lead it off. I'll lead it off. Espresso shot of the night. Rose Namajunas, that freaking beautifully set up head kick. I mean, good God, just put Whaley to sleep. I know Dana's probably really read about that because his female cash cow is now arguing a clear stoppage. But I mean, man, Rose looked phenomenal tonight. I could have done without the whole communism arc. But like that was funny. But yeah, I mean, she looked incredible tonight. I'm telling any girl 125 pounds and down is gonna have a tough time standing with her in the first 2 rounds. Anyone. She moves so well. She finds her shot so well. She's so damn good and technical. Once again, Trevor Whitman, unbelievable. And yeah, espresso shot of the night, that freaking gorgeous head kick and then follow-up punches.
I also actually going back, jacked on caffeine quick. Trevor Whitman, honorable mention.
Oh yeah, Trevor Whitman's, God bless. That man is insane.
Josh, go ahead.
My espresso shot of the night is Kamaru Usman. I mean, I didn't expect that. It's 2 rounds. I didn't expect it to go the distance by any means. I thought the crowd, and I said that to you guys, the crowd played a part in that. But to have him really knock out Jorge Masvidal, not TKO him, he pretty much knocked him out. I don't think I really expected that tonight from Usman. And the fact that he did that, he came in pretty confident. Jorge Masvidal was definitely confident tonight. I'm super impressed with Kamaru Usman. I'm actually kind of happy for the guy. He deserves all of his respect. And I can't wait to see him fight again. I know Joe Rogan says that all the time, but I cannot fucking wait to see Kamaru Usman back in the octagon again. And he hit him with the right.
Let's go June.
Shit.
He needs to fight in June.
Run it June 12th. What did they say was June 12th? That's Vettori and Adesanya.
Let's do it that day. It's a 2 fight. That's the one that Nunes is on too, I think, isn't it?
Let's do 4 title fights. Why do we have to cap it at 3?
Actually, right? Let's talk about this real quick because I think this would be the biggest pay-per-view event in ever. I think this would break Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather numbers. UFC Africa.
Oh my God! Yeah, they talked about it.
If Izzy gets past Vettori and Francis gets past Derek Lewis, why not
3 title
headline
fights. Oh my
3
God.
title fights in Africa? Check this out. Usman versus Colby, Izzy versus Whitaker, Francis versus John Jones in Africa.
You talk about busting a nut. right there.
Tell me that is not the biggest fucking card of all time.
Oh yeah, cool
I
story.
don't know if I could. I don't know if I could handle all that in one night.
That's huge.
I don't think I could.
That's
you
huge.
Gotta space it out.
That shit. Yeah, no. Don't space it out. One night in a freaking football stadium in Africa. That will be the biggest fight of all time.
Dana did just come out and say that's something they're really looking at is trying
Rumble in the Jungle Part 2. But that shit will be the biggest damn fight event of all time. Don't forget Mike Perry on
Mike Perry.
Don't forget he's 2% African, right? Mike Perry on the card. If Mike Perry's on UFC Africa, I'm fucking quitting. That'd be so funny. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean that I don't know why you have this sort of opportunity once. And also you're tapping into a market with 1 billion people, just like Weili Zhang. But you have 3 champions that represent that entire continent. Like, nah, man, that'd be huge, and it's something that definitely needs to happen. But I just wanted to throw that out there because that card would be unbelievable.
I agree.
It's good.
Mike Perry included.
Well, you guys took my two espresso shots of the night, so I'm gonna go with Uriah Hall's leg. It ate a hell of a kick from Chris Weidman, and it broke Weidman's leg. It ate the shot. It ate the shot and just dismantled his leg. And so, yeah, I'm gonna go Uriah Hall's leg, I guess, by TKO. Because since you guys took the other two, but yeah, no, Rose's knockout, incredible, and Usman is.
I've literally been
level.
watching this Usman knockout like while on this podcast, just on my other screen, just over and over and over again. It still just blows my mind. Watch it, you sick, twisted man. You're a sick, twisted man.
I can't stop. I cannot stop.
Josh has this alternate lifestyle that he's just a mass murderer.
Oh my god!
And he just chops people's legs off.
Guys, it's so funny. It's so funny. Right after Usman like knocked out Masvidal, there's just like a crowd pan, and it's just all these like surrender cobras, like a bunch of surrender cobras, just like hands on heads, just like what the hell is happening? And everyone looking like, yo. I think just knock him the fuck out. I thought he was supposed to get baptized.
I think that Masvidal is going to be on a decline here. He's got a lot of fights. I will say that I think he bodes well against a lot of people in the division. But I don't know, man. Like I think he'd be tough. I think it'd be tough for him against Colby. I think it'd be tough for him against Leon. I think it'd be tough against. I mean, Wonder Boy's already beaten him. I think Burns probably beats him.
Wonder Boy worked him. Leon Edwards would work him. I'm not gonna lie. There's a reason that time. There's a reason why he got this automatic rematch now. Look at his run. He beat Darren Till, who was cut way down at 170. He beat Ben Askren with a flying knee in 6 seconds,
which Jake Paul just beat Ben Askren. So.
And he beat Nate Diaz, who's an overblown 155er. Whose biggest skill set is being able to take an ass whooping long enough for his opponent to get tired.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's
100% what I think Nate Diaz's skill set.
Anyone that's a UFC fan and an MMA fan could tell you that Masvidal is overhyped. Is he exciting? Yeah, because he's not going to wrestle. He's going to go for the knockout.
And now he has been defeated dominantly in back-to-back fights against the champion. He's not on that level, dude.
He's never going to. That was his run at the belt. That's it. He's not making another run unless he was like somehow like a last-second replacement for something. But I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Yeah.
All right, decaf performances of the night, though. I have a ton of them. There are so many decaf performances of the night, and ones that you're not going to expect. So I'll let you guys go first, and I'll just get the sloppy seconds. Go ahead.
Chris Weidman's leg. I mean, unfortunately, it gave out on him. Dwight Grant is
It did not give out on him. It was a lot worse than that. Jimmy Crute's leg gave out on him.
It collapsed.
Chris Weidman's leg
on him.
Blew up right in front of his face.
That was mind-boggling, and I still can't even wrap my head around it. Like my leg around it.
Keep watching.
But
he said, "I can't wrap my leg around it."
Can't wrap my leg around it, bro.
Probably Dwight. Probably Dwight. I thought he was gonna TKO Stefan Sekulic, a guy who hasn't fought in 3 years. Yeah,
after such a good performance against Rodriguez, which he ended up losing, but like we haven't really seen Rodriguez face any controversy in any fight other than against Dwight Grant. And then like Dwight Grant comes out and looks like that, and it's just like, man.
I feel like Rong Zhu's kind of young. I don't really take. Yeah, if you're a young fighter, you can learn from these mistakes.
22, youngest fighter on the roster.
It's understandable, but for Dwight, I was severely underwhelmed. But I mean, you can't bring me down from this night, Dwight.
No.
There's no decaf for me tonight.
Yeah,
Kieran.
Decaf performance of the night is 100% Masvidal. Jorge, you talked a heap of shit. You talked about how you wanted the crowd to have some violence. You said you were going to work this individual. You said that there was no way you were going to go into a fight with a full training camp and not have him be unconscious. I just think it's so fucking like the amount of irony of tonight's card is fucking like Weidman snapping his leg in half and then Masvidal getting absolutely blasted. Just crazy. That's a tough one to recover from, Masvidal. That's a tough one to recover from. Because he started getting like a lot of casual fan like audience, and now it's just like, man, fuck. Like
he was getting Diaz level, like that's people view him like Diaz almost ever since that fight.
It's just I can't. I got
a long list. So we can comment on them. All right. So first off, my legit one would be Carl Roberson. I like Roberson. I thought that he could bang a little bit. He got beat. Heel hook by Brennan Allen. Brennan Allen didn't even look that great his last performance. And I like Brennan Allen. I think he's decent, but Carl Roberson, he's another guy that could be on his way out. So Kieran, what's so funny? What are you laughing at?
I'm sorry. I'll show you guys. You ready? So we were talking about Herb Dean being overweight.
Oh boy.
And someone created a clip of just him running to stop the fight.
No.
On a loop.
I need a compliment.
Oh my god!
He looked like he wasn't even paying attention.
Bro,
is he ever asleep? Is he ever paying attention?
He was straight up asleep, bro. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is another thing too. Rose has definitely been a part of two of the greatest cards ever. UFC 217, and she's looked dominant in them. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. MMA, man. She was also on another 3 title fight card that included the welterweight GOAT. And she had a dominant victory over a champion that a lot of people thought were going to win.
Yeah.
She was on UFC Kansas City with Rob and DJ.
What'd you say about me, Kieran?
Oh, yeah, so I was like, including you, Zach, because I remember getting a text massage from you yesterday showing a clip of Andrade getting fucked up by Wei Li Zhang. And you said Rose is fucked.
True.
And Rose did the fucking tonight, guys.
But
Rose definitely did the
do I know anything? I just do a podcast to laugh.
No, I feel you. I'm not trying to bust your ass.
Oh, it's okay. I can handle it.
It was so funny though. Tonight was just I'm buzzing, man. I'm buzzing.
So I also have a decaf performance of the night for Jimmy Crute's mullet and his leg, his nerve. He has a bad nerve and his mullet was awful.
That is a weak ass.
Can we just say the losers of tonight were legs in general?
Yes,
like just legs of the decaf performance of the night. Legs.
I was gonna make a joke. I'll do it off the show. Can't make the joke on air. But so Jimmy Crute's mullet and his nerve bad. Decaf performance of the night. Also, Chris Weidman's leg. Not a good day for his leg. And then Herb Dean's shirt was very bad as well. I think Herb Dean, he needs to go a size up. Maybe wear
some Venom.
Is it a corset that kind of sucks it all in? Maybe
he goes by commission. So just the Florida commission, worst fans, horrible, like just awful.
They just
Cuba Gooding Jr. there in the front.
How is decaf performance of the night? Cuba Gooding Jr. being there. Wow, how I know you don't need a background check, but good Lord, this man just got out of prison, like on some serious charges.
Yeah,
and you just let him walk in and get a front row seat. Like at least delegate him to the nosebleeds where no one else is sitting, so that he can't harm anyone. Goodness grief, I couldn't believe that. I did not know that. I didn't see him there. That's decaf performance of the night. UFC. Allowing Cuba Gooding Jr. in the building next to individuals. He might have been the most dangerous person in the arena tonight.
No way, bro. No way. No way.
I'm just saying from a criminal standpoint.
Yeah, from a criminal standpoint, most definitely.
Was it sexual allegations, right, or whatever he got?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
He was Cuba Gooding Jr. the horniest guy in the arena tonight.
I'm out, bro. I'm out. We're done on this one. We're done on this one.
It was Aaron the dog.
It's Aaron the dog.
Could have been Aaron.
I can't believe that was a thing.
What, the Cuba Gooding Jr. that was there, or Aaron was there? And Kieran's currently just staring into space.
Why did he step when he stepped on his leg though? Why did it fold like?
Because there's no bone there.
Because the bone is destroyed, son. That's why. There's no bone. Like it's literally just a jelly leg now.
When he stepped on it, I can't get that out of my mind.
Are you gonna dream about it tonight?
Yeah, I'll probably wake up and just watch it a couple more times.
I'm watching this entire card back. I'm watching this entire card back.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
It's a great time. I can stream it for you. You know, we'll go on Discord, get a little stream party going on. And I'll just replay Masvidal's sweat flying off of his skull over and over and over again.
Are we watching it tonight?
I mean, it's fine. I can do whatever. Doesn't matter to me.
I'm down. I just have to go home quick, but I'll definitely do that. I want to watch it all over again.
Oh God, man, that card, something else, man. Something. If you guys have Discord, just hit me up. We'll just if you're in the chat, you know, Discord me up. You know, we're gonna watch it legally.
All legal. Yeah. Kieran spent extra. He bought 2 pay-per-views. So
I bought 2 pay-per-views. I need to watch it twice.
Caffeine performance of the night, Kieran for buying 2 pay-per-views.
Yeah. I don't want to have a call with him again tomorrow.
Oh, so you guys had you had friends over. What'd you guys eat? Any snacks?
We had Mr. Jim's pizza.
No idea what that is, but
it's freaking delicious if you've ever had it. You know, Mr. Jim's. We had a meat lover's pizza. It had a bacon, pepperoni, sausage, and a little bit of love jizz, and that was it.
That just pizza. What were you drinking?
Oh yeah.
That's a good word for it.
Ranch. Yeah.
Texas Ranch.
Yeah, and then
Hidden Valley. It's just called Love Jizz.
Yeah. We had some Sunkist and Dr. Pepper. So
ooh, Carrie's a Sunkist guy. And Dr. Pepper. I like Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper's fire. You know, some people up north don't have it, and it pisses me off. Uncultured. Swine. Are. There you go.
Sorry. Anything else for the good of the cause, fellas?
Stop playing with Usman's fucking name, apparently.
Drink milk. That's what I drink milk. Just drink milk.
Drink just a little bit of fucking milk.
That would not have happened to Carrie's leg. He drinks a lot of milk.
Yeah.
So drink your milk. Make sure your nerves are all good.
I don't think I've ever been more at a loss for words from a card than I am right now. Like usually if it's really exciting, I want to talk about it. Now I'm just like, damn.
Do you want to? We'll watch it again and then we'll go live at like 6:00. And then we'll just do a recap.
Recap.
Good God.
Yeah, a recap of the recap.
I loved it. I loved it so much.
Yeah, I agree. Great show. And guys, Monday, you are not going to want to miss Monday. Monday is going to be, so we're going to be in studio for hours. We have 3 interviews on Monday. It's going to be absolutely crazy. We got tons of people coming on the show. So obviously it won't be live, but.
Would you say it would be bananas?
No, I would not. I would say that it would be a bruised banana.
There you go. Okay.
Actually, no, that'd be bad. I would say my mom would tell me to go break a leg.
I knew you were going towards the
Oh, man. I'm just happy I won money on a Uriah Hall TKO without him throwing a single punch.
A single punch. That
would never happen again.
Turn him around quick.
Yeah, he's gonna be on notice. He's gonna be on like call notice for like the next month.
Well, good night for parlays, man. Good night for parlays. I'll say that much. Yeah.
If it wasn't for Jimmy Crute's nerve, I would have won a lot of money. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for make sure you guys go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate the support. Our subscribers are growing every single day, so we really, really appreciate that. Anyone that's listening, thank you. Those of you that are in the chat commenting all the time, we appreciate it. The viewers, thank you so much. Make sure you check us out. The podcast version, I'm going to put it up right now. You can listen to it on your way to work. on Monday or whatever you do tomorrow. Just throw us on in the car, get us some listens. You can find us at the MMA Stooges now. Everything is under the MMA Stooges, and it is labeled for you. So it'll be MMA Stooges, and then I'll have the Coffee and KOs episode. Same thing on YouTube as well. So the MMA Stooges. Kieran is laughing at me as I do this. Also, I know. Go follow us on all social media platforms as well. Also, the MMA Stooges, much easier to find than Coffee and KOs. And again, we appreciate everyone who's here watching. You guys are the best. Make sure all you get home safe, be responsible, and we will see you all next time.